down here are for high school girls volleyball, and we have a competitive slate of matchups tonight. First, we start right here in town and down the street. It's the Duluth East Greyhounds welcoming in the Proctor Rails, the juice box tonight. Both teams sitting right around 500. A textbook cross-court dig by Proctor puts Reagan Rodberg in perfect position to take a big rip at the hands of Hound blockers. Tool time, it's 14-5 Hounds. Rodberg brings that same power and poise to the service line. Ace, baby. 2012 Rails trucking on through. Rails go on a bit of a run, but Ella Tormson takes that out of system ball and paints the sideline to put the Hounds at match point. Rails staying on track, not ready for the first set to end. Rodberg does it all. Back row attack, clips the sideline for the second set point, 24-15. But the Hounds side out right away to take set one right there after 25-16. However, the Rails got right back on track and took the next three straight sets to take home the 3-1 dub over East. As for the state of Wisconsin, Jess Williams and her Hermantown Hawks took flight to Superior for an in-conference meeting. We begin set two here. Hawks leading 1-0, and then Raina Williams says, "Not in my house." She puts up the brick wall. It's 2015 Hawks. But in fact, nothing would get past her tonight. Another stuffed block from the middle. It's now a 3-point game. Next ball, Hawks out of system. Audra Schott takes a shot deep to the corner. She's surprised as to where it lands, but it finds the corner. Hawks a few points from a 2-0 match lead. Spear attacks down the line. Ashley Purse right there throws her hands up. Little beach volleyball move, gets the classic bump kill over the net. Hawks take set 2 and 3 to secure the sweep over Superior. Still to come,